Welcome to If You Even Care, the podcast, not to be confused with the musical. Thank you for being here, and if you're listening or watching this for the first time ever, very appreciated. Welcome. Just got a little bit nervous thinking about somebody perceiving me for the first time, but still appreciated. Just kind of, little butterflies in my stomach just now. Happy belated Father's Day to fathers. And I hope that you had fun with your fathers, if you have them. Your fathers, your dads, your moo-moos, your pee-pees, your pawpaws, whoever would count as a father. I wasn't able to spend mine with my birth father because, unfortunately, many moons ago, he had to leave to go and find a cure for periods. So, and he hasn't yet, so he can't come back yet. But one of these days, and then when he does, he's going to go, what has my daughter been up to? Well, sitting on my bedroom floor, talking to a camera while he was out curing periods. Obviously, he would have loved to have been here. He didn't tell me that because we haven't spoken since I was a baby child and he left. But that is because, okay, let me try to explain this so you guys can get it. When you're trying to find a cure for something, when you're trying to save the world, you can't have some like little baby crying, going da 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 da, shit like that. You choose one or the other. So it's like, what was he supposed to do? When he does come back, when he has completed his mission, we're going to have to make up for lost time. So it's going to be a lot of tossing around the pigskin in the front yard and baseball games and corn nuts and watching Pardon the Interruption and other stuff that dads do. Building Gundams together. Watching the first Transformers. Dad stuff. Dad stuff basically is like what I'm trying to say. Like stuff that you do with a dad. And I don't have to have had one in my life to know what that stuff is because I've seen so many movies, just like many of you have. We all know dad stuff and what they do. But I have had so many people in my life when they find out that I've had a stepfather in my life since I was 6, but when they find out that I don't know my birth father, they try to get some kind of like emotional answer out of me. I get why people are curious and they'll ask things like, do you wish that you could know him? Or like, have you ever been interested in meeting them? Because I think the answer is different for every person who has had a parent not in their lives. And there's like a natural curiosity about that person. But for me, that doesn't hold much weight. It doesn't really mean much to me because it's just that curiosity. Like if I could know from afar without having to interact with them, if it was like a document that was slid across the table to me, I would look at it. Would I call them, email them, text them, fax them? Just naming every kind of communication. Would I want to seek out that person? No. If I had to find that document myself, if I had to go looking for it, would I do that? No. It's not that important to me. I think to people who are really close with their dads, this probably sounds like cope, but I can't miss somebody that I don't know and that doesn't feel real to me. Except for Daenerys Targaryen. But there's no other example of that. Like, I don't know him. I have one or two memories because I was so young at the time. And I don't even know if those are real memories or if it's like I've been told stories about things and then created memories from those stories. But it was a very small span of time when I was a wee baby girl. And it doesn't really mean much, but I was just always such a mom girl. Like, admired my mom so much, still do, still think she's the coolest person ever. So because of that, I just always looked up to women as my role models. And I don't know, I didn't really care that much about not having a father. There were like moments as a kid when I would look at somebody, like another girl hugging her dad at like a school event or something, and it would make me feel a little bit sad. But it wasn't because I was like, I wish I could hug my dad, because who the fuck is he? It was just like, must be nice to like have that. So yeah, I don't know if that's relatable to anybody out there who also didn't know one of their parents growing up, but I feel like mostly when I was younger, but it felt like a lot of people, when they would find out, they would want some kind of emotional answer about it, or like expect something a little bit more. And it really is like, I don't know that man. I don't know that man. He could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. I would not know that that was him. So that doesn't seem like a person really worth caring about. And it really didn't upset me growing up outside of those like few moments. It wasn't something that I really thought about too much. I was too busy doing fuck ass kid shit. Anyway, hard pivot. As you're watching this right now, I just put out my first video on my other channel, my new channel, which I want to do like vlog style videos over there. That's what I posted. Like a vlog-ish. I guess anything could be a vlog. That's the kind of stuff I want to post over there. Just fun stuff. And actually just whatever I want, whatever you want. What do you want? All right. Okay, then that's what you want. There's going to be a link in the description if you're interested, if that's your kind of video. If not, well, here we are right now. We find ourselves a few minutes into this podcast. Just stay here. Just hang out here. You don't have to go over there. Have you guys found your song of the summer yet? It actually feels like it's summer to me now because I have Wildwood coming up this weekend. I'm so excited. But I was thinking like, okay, do I have a summer song? Do I have a summer snack? Do I have a summer scent? The 3 S's. The 3 S's of summer. Here's what it's going to be for me. The song so far, Fuck the DJ by Eli. I love that song. I'm burning it into the ground. I'm scared that I'm going to do too much and I'm going to end up not being able to listen to it anymore. So far, that has not happened, and I'm listening to it several times a day. Song of the summer, scent of the summer, snack of the summer. Snack? This is way too many S's. For somebody with like a speech impediment, this is this is a lot right now. Outshine bars, coconut. Coconut. It's always going to be coconut if we're talking about an outshine bar. None of that lime, lemon, mango bullshit. There is one of those bars that is worth the price point. Coconut outshine bar, wrap a fruit roll up around it. The fruit roll up hardens and becomes like when you put a bonnet on an ice cream cone. It hardens immediately. Relax. It's so fucking good. So running through a box or two of those in a week. And then scent of the summer. I think I'm going to link this one to Wildwood because I want to start doing that thing where like you wear a certain kind of scent for a certain occasion. That way, every time you smell it, you can go back to those memories, because I find that my memory is not always great. Like things that have happened very recently, like in the last like 5 years, my memory hasn't been as good. So for me, I think I'm going to do the Kayali. It's sparkling lychee. That's good. That's a summer smell. I'm a very like earthy, I like a musk or the smell of like anything rain scented. And when it comes to fruity stuff, I'm very picky. Floral, I'm the pickiest. Okay, yeah. Kayali sparkling lychee. It is floral, but it's very fruity and it just smells like summer. I actually don't really like scents that have coconut in it because in high school I went coconut fucking crazy. And it was a lot of like Bath and Body Works and like Victoria's Secret perfumes with coconut in it. And I think it just ruined coconut for me. On other people, it's almost always going to be a thing where I go, you smell amazing. What is that? Like they smell like summer. But then when they tell me what it is, I'm like, okay, well, good for you. Good for you. You smell great. I smell this perfume on me right now. It actually has pretty good projection. The real test is going to be, will anybody compliment me? because the perfumes that I tend to wear don't really get compliments, not because they don't smell good. I think it's because the projection fucking sucks. For things like Clean Rain by Reserve, I love that perfume. I think it's like I had somebody borrow my jacket and it had the perfume on it and they were like, oh my God, this smells so good. But I think it's like you have to be near it. Like I would have to like go up to people and brush their hair out of their face so that they could be like, wow, you smell amazing. But I really don't like you invading my personal space like that. And then I would be like, I'm sorry, I actually really don't like when people do that to me either. So I feel really bad about doing that, but I appreciate the compliment at the same time. Like I would really have to get up in your bubble for you to know that I'm wearing these perfumes. This one, I think the projection's a little better. So we'll see. Wildwood's the test. I'm going to drench myself in this shit because I want to get perfume compliments. Every ad on TikTok about perfumes is always like, I had 7 people stop me today to ask me what I'm wearing. And I believe them every time because I don't know. I don't know because of the kinds of scents that I wear if that's common for people. Do you have people stop you all the fucking time to ask you what you're wearing? They're trying to sell me something. They're probably lying, but I don't know. If you wear something with really good projection, how many compliments do you get in a day? That's what I would like to know. That is what I want to find out. I'm so excited for Wildwood this weekend. And I know what you're thinking. Wildwood as in New Jersey? Yes. I know how that sounds, but it is the most magical place on earth to me. The beaches are not the cleanest. The boardwalk is a lot of the same stores over and over again. The activities, there are only so many. But it's not about any of that. It's about going for a weekend and feeling like a kid. Especially when I'm with my sister. My sister is literally a superpower to me. When I'm with her, I don't give a fuck what any person thinks of me at all. It's like I just get immunity from that. It really is just like our little group having a couple of drinks, going on the boardwalk, going on the pirate ship ride, just having a fun fucking time, laying out on the beach, and then going in the pool, playing in the pool. I love being around people where the kind of fun that we're having feels like playing. Like it feels like I don't feel self-conscious. We're all just trying to make each other laugh. I was actually just reminiscing with one of my best friends the other day about how we used to play as kids, because we used to play. And now her daughter is getting to the age where she's starting to play like kind of like how we used to. And almost all kids take playing seriously, but not all. Sometimes I would like hang out with a neighbor kid for the first time and we get into a little game of Barbies or something and they would want to go right into it. I'm a mommy and I want to be a doctor. Slow down, girl, because there's a couple of things that have to come before that. First of all, first and last name. What is your first and last name? Come on. We've got some world building to do. This entire room, tear it down. We need to build a couple of things. Okay. I always wanted a world going. We're going to have the store here. And then where's your house? Because my house is going to be here. And then every single part of the room would be utilized, which meant every time we had to clean our rooms, shit would get destroyed and we'd have to start over. But that was kind of the most fun part, was building everything and setting up the storylines. And then finally, after a day or two of doing that, we'd play. And we'd play for as long as we could with that stuff set up before whichever person's room had to be cleaned. So I took that shit seriously. Okay, you want to go play mommy doctor? Just jump right into it. No details, no storyline set up. You can go play with Caitlin. You want to come over here? You want to play with the big boys? We're going to have to get into the nitty gritty of it all. We're going to have to put together some furniture, move some things around. Okay? Your Barbie doesn't even have clothes on it. Like, please. Have some couth. We're playing that shit like Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody has to have a backstory, including all of our many, many boyfriends, as I've told you guys before. I always had to play the role of all the boyfriends. It was because my friend said that I had a better boy voice. I did have a better boy voice. You know, sometimes I'd be like, oh, I don't want to be the boyfriends this time. Like, it was just a lot. I always had to, be quick on my feet and try to guide the game. And sometimes I just wanted to have somebody else be the boyfriend. But at the end of the day, I was the best at being the boyfriends. So it made sense. I was pretty good at it. But it was just a lot. Okay, I had a lot on my plate. We took everything seriously. We took a game of house very seriously. There needed to be some setting up to do that. Oh my God, I will never forget the first time that I found out what was actually going on when everybody was playing house. The other kids would always get mad at me when we'd assign the roles. They'd go, okay, I'll be the mommy and you'll be the daddy. And then Taylor, if you want to be the big sister. And I'd go, oh. So I'm actually the dog. So I already decided on taking the role of the dog. And they'd go, you can't do this. You're the dog every single time. We need more people to be the kids. Too late. I already took off on all fours. Oh, sorry. I thought I was a child playing a children's game about imagination. I mean, you guys want to play? I'm going to show you what playing looks like. Then one day, years later, I heard my friends talking about what actually went down when we were playing house. Oh, okay. So while I'm 25 feet away, digging a hole with my bare hands to bury my bone, you guys are practicing kissing? Having your first kiss? Okay. Some of us just played harder than others, I guess. Took it a little more seriously. I thought that we saved that kind of thing for when we would play wedding, during which I was also the dog. Dog can't go to a wedding? Oh, everybody's mad at me. Dogs can't go to a wedding. To think I'm in the background of the memory of quite a few people's first kisses, running around on all fours. I wasn't peeing on stuff or anything, but like everything else, everything that was appropriate for a dog to do on a playground, I would do. I'd really get into it. It was immersive. It was always the dog, or, which is funny because I ended up being a cat person, or I don't know if that's funny, but like it is a little weird maybe that I ended up being that way because I was so into dogs. Never had one. I just had a book about dogs and I saw a picture of a rough collie and I was like, I'm gonna have like a weird thing about this dog and like ask my mom for it all the time because I saw this picture and it looked really cute. So I was always the dog or the bobcat. Everybody had a bobcat phase. Don't act like you didn't. Come on. I'd gather my family in the living room and make them watch me act like a bobcat. Now, at the time I was 17 or I was like a baby. I was like, I went through my bobcat girl phase at like 4 or 5 years old. But I would be like, everybody gather, come in the living room. It's bobcat time. And I would crawl around on the floor on all fours and act like a bobcat because I think we watched Animal Planet and there was something about bobcats on it. I think I liked the name and then I liked that it was a big cat. So had a little bit of a bobcat phase for a while. And can I say this? Thank God I have siblings. I can see the path I was on if I didn't have siblings and I was an only child. Thank God. Thank God. Everybody come gather. It's bobcat time. It's like that shit would have been cute for maybe another year. And then it would have been like, okay, you need to become a Girl Scout or something. We need you to be in the big sister program. Okay, I'm going to try to vlog at Wildwood. I am guilty of being one of those people who, like, when I'm having fun, I put my phone completely away. So I don't really have photos, let alone videos, for so many times in my life. And I really need to start picking the phone up. That's been my problem for a while now. It's good to put your phone down. Like, I'm glad that I'm not always attached to my phone, but it's a little too much. I need to get a little bit more attached to my phone, pick up the iPhone a little more often. So I think having the vlogging camera might help because I don't have to be on my phone. I'll have like this whole other thing that I can record on, but I really want to, both for like memories and then also to like share with you guys. So I'm going to do my best and have a ball, and come back and talk about it. I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. And that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Bye.